Homeowners associations. They love to act like they're the ultimate authority, the judge, the jury, and sometimes even the police. They write rules, enforce fines, and walk around with clipboards like they re-patrolling a high-security facility instead of a quiet suburban neighborhood. But here's the truth. When HOAs push their power too far, the real law steps in. And when that happens, the HOA doesn't just lose control, they lose big. Sometimes they lose money, sometimes they lose credibility, and sometimes they lose the entire association. If you want more videos like this, smash the like button and subscribe, because I have more to come. And remember to turn on that notification bell so you instantly notified when I post another video like this one. Today, we're counting down the top 10 times HOAs got sued and lost in the most embarrassing, unbelievable, and downright satisfying ways imaginable. So let's dive right in. Number 10. The HOA that tried to ban a veteran's flagpole. This one started with something simple, a small flagpole in the front yard of a retired Air Force veteran. Nothing flashy, nothing oversized, just a man honoring the country he served. But the HOA claimed the flagpole disrupted uniformity. They said it didn't match the neighborhood's visual standards. They demanded he remove it. He refused. So the HOA did what HOAs do best. They fined him every day, over and over, until the fine stacked up into the thousands. But this veteran wasn't backing down. He took the HOA to court, and the judge didn't even hesitate. Federal law protects a homeowner's right to display the American flag. The HOA had no authority to override that. The result? The HOA had to pay his legal fees, the fines were wiped out, and the flagpole stayed exactly where it was, standing tall, just like the man who fought for it. Number 9. The HOA that fined a family for a wheelchair ramp. This one gets people heated. A family built a small wooden ramp so their disabled son could safely enter the house. It wasn't fancy. It wasn't huge. It was literally just a basic accessibility ramp. But the HOA said it violated aesthetic guidelines. They demanded it be removed, even though removing it would make the home unsafe for the child. The family refused, and the HOA started issuing fines, so the family sued. In court, the judge didn't just rule against the HOA, he scolded them. He told them they were violating disability rights and acting with zero compassion. The HOA ended up paying thousands in damages, refunding every fine, and rewriting their rules to comply with federal accessibility laws. And the ramp, it stayed. Number 8. The HOA that tried to control what a woman did inside her own home. This one is wild. A homeowner ran a small online business from her laptop. No customers coming over, no signs, no noise, no traffic, just her, a computer, and a Wi-Fi connection. But the HOA claimed she was operating a commercial enterprise and tried to shut her down. They issued warnings. They threatened fines. They even tried to demand access to her home to inspect her workspace. She sued, and the court shut the HOA down instantly. The judge ruled that the HOA had zero authority to regulate what she did inside her home, especially when it had no impact on the community. The HOA lost, paid her legal fees, and had to issue a written apology. Imagine trying to control someone's laptop usage. That's a new level of HOA delusion. Number 7. The HOA that tried to ban a service dog. A woman with PTSD had a fully trained service dog, a large breed, calm, gentle, and essential for her daily functioning. The HOA said the dog was too big and violated their pet policy. They demanded she get rid of it. She sued under the Fair Housing Act, and the HOA didn't stand a chance. The judge ruled in her favor immediately. Not only did the dog stay, but the HOA had to pay damages for emotional distress and undergo mandatory training on disability accommodations. The HOA learned the hard way. You don't mess with service animals. Ever. Number 6. The HOA that tried to force a family to remove solar panels. A family installed solar panels to cut their electric bill and reduce their carbon footprint. The HOA said the panels were unsightly and demanded they be removed. The family refused and sued. Turns out, state law protected renewable energy installations. The HOA had no authority to block them. The court ruled in the family's favor. The HOA had to pay their legal fees, and the solar panels stayed right where they were. The best part? The HOA had to update its rules to allow solar panels for everyone. A win for the family and a win for the planet. If you're enjoying this video so far, consider checking out the other HOA stories and countdowns on the channel. Number 5, the HOA that tried to evict a man for having a pickup truck. A homeowner parked his clean, modern pickup truck in his driveway. Not a work truck, not a commercial vehicle, just a normal pickup. But the HOA insisted that all trucks were commercial vehicles and therefore banned. They fined him repeatedly and eventually tried to evict him. He sued, and the judge shredded the HOA's argument. The truck wasn't commercial. It wasn't being used for business. It wasn't violating anything. The HOA lost, paid his fees, and had to rewrite their rules to stop targeting trucks. Imagine being evicted because your vehicle has a bed on the back. Only an HOA could come up with that. Number 4, the HOA that spied on residents and got destroyed in court. This one is straight out of a dystopian movie. An HOA secretly installed hidden cameras around the neighborhood without telling residents. One homeowner discovered a camera pointed directly at his backyard, capturing everything he did outside. He sued for invasion of privacy, and the court absolutely obliterated the HOA. The HOA had to pay massive damages, remove every camera, and implement strict privacy policies. Some HOAs want to enforce rules. This one wanted to be the CIA. Number 3, the HOA that tried to ban a family's Christmas decorations. A family put up a small holiday display, a few lights, a wreath, and a couple of decorations. Nothing extreme. But the HOA claimed the decorations were excessive and fined them repeatedly. The family sued, arguing the HOA was enforcing rules inconsistently, allowing some decorations but not others. The court agreed. The HOA lost, refunded all fines, and had to allow decorations for everyone. The neighborhood got a little brighter that year, and the HOA got a little quieter. Number 2, the HOA that tried to control a woman's garden. A homeowner planted a small vegetable garden in her backyard. Tomatoes, peppers, herbs, nothing wild. The HOA said it violated landscaping rules and demanded she remove it. She sued under a state law protecting home gardens, and the HOA lost instantly. They paid her legal fees and were forced to allow gardens for everyone. The best part? Her garden became so popular that neighbors started asking her for fresh produce. The HOA tried to stop vegetables and ended up creating a community farmer. Number 1, the HOA that tried to evict a homeowner for living alone. Yes, this actually happened. An HOA had a bizarre rule requiring at least 2 occupants per home. A homeowner who lived alone was threatened with eviction. She sued, and the judge shredded the HOA's rule as discriminatory and illegal. The HOA lost the case, lost credibility, and nearly dissolved from the fallout. Imagine being told you're not allowed to live in your own home because you don't have a roommate. Only an HOA could come up with something that ridiculous. HOAs can help keep neighborhoods organized, but when they overstep, abuse their power, or try to control people's lives, the law steps in and the results can be shocking. If you want more insane HOA stories, neighborhood drama, and unbelievable real-life cases, make sure to subscribe because I have plenty more coming your way.